So it's Friday night, it's 9:20. We've had quite a boring drive up here along the motorway, but we are in Newcastle upon Tyne. Early start tomorrow, Lloyd. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, so gonna get up at about 4 AM tomorrow. Stupid o'clock really. Then we'll get over to the start about 5:30. Have some breakfast there and ready for the off at 5. So not sure how I feel this time. It's I suppose it's a little bit less structured tomorrow. We'll just see how far we go. But you know, if the whole distance is 84 miles, I've got to do at least half that to be on target for a 36-hour finish.
Feeling excited?
Strangely, not so much. Just I suppose I just want to get started, really.
And how's your training been since you finished the coast to coast up to this one? How's your body coping after doing the 185 miles?
Yeah, training's been virtually non-existent, which is almost unheard of for me. My body has just been screaming out, saying how tired it's been. And every time I try to do a bit more running, I can just feel how tired everything is, and my muscles and tendons have all been quite tight, and I've been struggling with that a little bit. I'm just hoping that perhaps just going at a nice steady and slow pace will be okay, but I fully expect to feel the fatigue earlier tomorrow, so it's just a question of when.
So we're going to be head torching up first thing, because the sun won't rise for probably a couple of hours after you've started.
Yeah, but the benefit is that because we're starting in the city centre, I'm hoping there'll be some street lighting. So I'm only going to take a very small head torch that really just hopefully supplement the street lights.
So have you got a goal where you want to get to tomorrow by the end of the first day?
I'm not sure where. I don't really know the route that well for this. It's just a case of trying to think of what sort of mileage I want to be looking at. I'm not sure what that really equates to. So I think your guess is as good as mine.
So just want to remind everybody, he's set the challenge to do it in 36 hours, but obviously he will be sleeping in that time. He won't be running for 36 hours.
Yeah, even though I'm not that stupid.
Okay, well we'll sign off for tonight and start first thing in the morning.
Yeah, so hopefully there'll be another video in the morning, and in 12 hours time I'll already be 4 hours in.
Okay, see you in the morning everyone.
Bye.
10 to 5 on Saturday the 19th of September, and we're at the start of the Hadrian's Warpath. You can actually see this time because there's a bit of street light here with us being in the city.
Yeah, still pitch black though. Don't let the light deceive you here.
You can see you've got your little tiny head torch on, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty lit to start with on the path.
Yeah, we followed the River Tyne for a good chunk, so I'm not sure how well lit it will be, but hopefully it won't be too difficult to navigate. I'm a little bit worried about this Newcastle section on the navigation side, because there's lots of little paths and side streets that might be easy to miss in the dark, but we'll see.
And your attire is slightly different than the coast to coast, and you're actually wearing your marathon trainers today. So hoping for a bit of speed to start with?
Yeah, you would have thought, but no. I'm just thinking this first section of the city is mostly tarmac, so it's definitely a trainer's job, not off-road shoes. And because these marathon shoes are a bit more springy, I'm just hoping it's the pounding won't take as much of a toll on my muscles, but who knows.
So where's our first official stop this morning?
Well, first there's an unofficial stop, which is 5 miles in, which is the Tyne Bridge, but we're not meeting up there, it's a bit too soon, so we're going to meet in Hadrian-on-the-Wall at 15 miles in, so that's going to be about 2.5 hours-ish.
Okay, so a steady pace for you to there then?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, well good luck this morning, and I'll see you later.
Yep, see you shortly.
See you later. later. Morning.
Hello.
How was your first 15 miles?
Oh, that's quite hard. It's quite fast, that. Maybe gone a bit too fast, but it's difficult to judge because you're on the tarmac the whole time, so inevitably you're going to go a bit quicker, and it's been pancake flat. Went a bit wrong at the beginning, but nothing major. Just because it was pitch black, I couldn't see where I was going.
Did it get light quite quickly once you left the city?
On and off, so there was patches where there was no light at all. Then other parts it was almost like daylight. So, but I switched the head torch off about 6:20.
So when you say you're a bit worried about how quick you went, are you not feeling great then, or are you okay?
My legs feel quite tired considering, but I suspect some of it's down to the pounding on the tarmac. My back's quite bad. I didn't say at the outset, I jarred it yesterday getting the kit ready, and it seems to be playing it quite badly, but you know, keep looking away.
Are we going to stick with the running shoes for now?
Definitely for the time being.
Okay, great. Let's get some more food into you.
Alright, cheers.
Official stop 2, mile 26, and what time is it now?
This is 26 minutes past 9.
Oh, gotta say, you've made excellent progress this morning.
Yeah, not too bad. I'm knackered. So I've done a marathon in, what, 4 hours 25, something like that. Tired. It's quite different to the coast, where although there's a lot more up and down, just because of the ups and downs, there's a lot more natural breaks where you just have you just slow down a bit. With this, it's just unrelenting really. It's just keep on going, so just continue shuffling really.
I was just following that the Roman road that runs along the path, and it was literally up and down, really straight but up and down.
Yeah, but gradual as well, so there's no real sort of natural incline, big inclines where you can just have a bit of a walk, or declines where you can, you know, go a bit faster. It's just got to keep putting the power down, really.
How's your back?
Poor. It hasn't got any worse, but any sort of twisting and it jars. But you know, it's here nor there at the moment. It's just hurts. It's just an inconvenience.
Want to continue?
Yeah, we'll keep going. So I mean, we're 26 down, so 59 to go. So we're not doing too bad. I mean, we're kind of over halfway, I think, where we need to be in day one, and yeah, it's still only 9:30. So you know, not looking too shabby at the second.
Okay, just take it easy. I don't want another Kirkby Stephen on my hands. So, what do I get up to when Lloyd's out running between section meeting points? Well, I boil the kettle to make more tea. I also make him his energy drinks. I look in the food boxes and get out a selection for the next stop. And obviously, I upload the videos for you fine people to watch. Another 10 miles in the bag. Great going. It's midday and you've done 36 miles. How you feeling?
It's tough. As I left the last checkpoint, I felt really sick, really terrible. I was going to throw up. So I just had to just slow to a walk. I think it was just perhaps a little bit too much sugar. A bit too much jiggling, and just made my stomach really upset. But that went away after about 15 minutes, and actually made progress. Now pretty much 36 miles in. The whole trip. Not going to finish it today.
What's the terrain like that you're on at the moment?
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Like, cross between sort of, I suppose it's actually just really rough. It's a bit
Are you going to stick with the running shoes for now?
It's pretty reasonable. It's pretty firm. There are some sections which are tarmac.
Okay, well we'll continue for the next 10 miles and then we'll have the lunch stop. So you've literally got to earn your dinner.
Yeah, so I imagine we're going to go to 3, something like that. Probably be progress. You promised me a full English shirt in a day or something.
Yeah, I'll get the hob out.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty sick of the sweet stuff. It's not great.
Okay, good luck on the next bit.
I'll see you.
56 miles done, and we are at a stop which we don't really know the name to because it's in the middle of nowhere, but I will check it when I post this post. But wow, that is a bit of rough terrain you've come over there, just Lloyd, and it's really, really windy now.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, on paper, it doesn't look that hard, Hadrian's Wall route, but you know, you're only climbing up to 325, 330 meters. But what's deceptive is you're going up and down like a yo-yo. So that last 10 miles, I was actually running a good chunk of it. Yet it's taken me about 3 hours to do it, which would normally be walking pace. But it just shows how up and down the terrain's been.
And quite rocky as well, because I climbed up to one of the little hills to take photos of you, and yeah, it was really hard underfoot.
Yeah. So we're 46 miles in. I think a good result would be maybe somewhere in the low 60s today. I don't see any point in pushing it, to ridiculous hour tonight. I think if I can get to even just 60, that means there's 25 to do tomorrow, which is still a marathon, but it's the big miles have been done today, so, and the big climbs as well, so I'm reasonably satisfied where we are. I'm starting to feel it now. I've been starting to feel it for a while, to be honest, but so I'm going to just try and take it steady now. I've done the hard graft.
Well, and that breakfast in a tin is clearly going to do the trick now for you that you've just had as well.
Yeah, so I suppose you could say I'm full of beans, I suppose. Doesn't feel that way. I was dreaming of having a Red Bull so it'd give me wings so I wouldn't have to rely on my feet anymore, but no, not quite.
Unfortunately, I didn't pack any Red Bull for you.
No, so yeah, as I've been going along, I've been taking the odd little stop, and occasionally my phone pings, and every now and then somebody has donated. So thank you to everybody who's donated to date, and also those who've donated on the journey today. I am reading them as I get them. It's much appreciated, and I'm sure the charity are grateful.
Great, okay, well it's another 11 miles to the next stop, but I'm sure I'm likely to see you on the way, but let's get you ready to go.
Yeah, and you've got your job this afternoon to try and find some accommodation for tonight.
No problem. Hey, 57 miles done and dusted.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Just exhausted in your legs, or do you feel shattered like you did on the coast to coast?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, just very tired. Looking forward to the finish of the day now.
So how long do you want to continue today?
Well, Carlisle's 71. It's so tempting, but the reality is that it's 14 miles away, half marathon. That's still going to be, even at the pace I'm going at the moment. So I've managed the slowness that happened mid-afternoon. That's gone now, but I'm cracking on. But there's no way I can do 14 miles in anything under 3 hours. That's taking us to 9:30, and that's just too late. It's going to be pitch black. So I think we get to 62. We'll have a look, see where I can accept the car, but I think 62 is the next stop, and we'll probably call it a day there.
Well, you've made far better progress today than we thought on the basis of you doing it in the 36 hours?
Yeah, it's about the equivalent of where I did on the first day of the coast to coast. Obviously the coast to coast is harder, there's no two ways about it, there's no hiding from that. But actually this has been harder than I thought. The terrain has been very up and down in the section. So, you know, if we can get to 62, 23 miles left, it's just a nice little jog to the finish.
Okay, great. Let's get some food into you and continue.
Yeah.
So you made it to the end of day 1. How many miles did you get to at the end of the day?
60 and the all-important quarter.
60 and a quarter.
Yeah, and we got to a place called Walton. To be honest, the light was fading. There probably was another 20-25 minutes of light maximum, but we had a hard look at the map, and there was no real obvious finishing point where I could intersect with the car, so it seemed like a good point to call it a day.
So, how do you feel right now?
Pretty tired. My knees sore, my feet are very sore, but probably overall, I felt towards the end of today I was actually better than, say, the equivalent of my first day on the coast to coast. I was actually going at a fair lick in the end. Now that the sort of the tough sections in the rough moorland are done, I'm gradually dropping height. You know, gone up the sort of 200-300 metre up and downs. Now we're sort of hovering at about 60-70 metres above sea level, and I think it drops further getting into Carlisle.
So you've done, what, 3 quarters?
Not quite. I think 58 miles was the 2/3 point, so it's probably not far off 70% now.
Well, you're not tucked up in bed and shivering like you were at the end of day 1 on the coast to coast. You are actually, look at you, you're up and you're dressed and you're perky.
Yeah, well, part of that's probably because we demolished the Toby carvery, so that's probably got something to do with it. I probably didn't bank on people having done 60 miles prior to going into a Toby carvery, but jobs are good.
So at this point, I know you said that your body's hurting a bit, but are you going to be carrying on tomorrow?
Yeah, so I mean we've got just a touch under 25 miles to go, so just basically a marathon left. But you know, 60 miles down, 25 to go. So you know, the 5 o'clock PM finish tomorrow should, you know, touch wood, be a foregone conclusion unless my ankles puff up overnight or I have an injury tomorrow at some point. It's always possible because my legs are obviously very, very tired. But I think because I've got the miles in today, I can treat myself to a smaller lion tomorrow. So today I got up at 4 to start at 5 in Newcastle on Wallsend. But you can't really start at that sort of time round here. You know, you'll just turn an ankle. So I think I'll probably get up about 6:30. And maybe head out of the hotel here. We're at the edge of Carlisle. Head out maybe about 7 for a 7:30 start, something along those lines. All being well, I think there's about somewhere between 6 to 8 hours left. So
we're going to be in for a finish in the light then?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I felt I could have continued, but the light's gone. It's not like it was on the coast to coast where the light really just gone 9. At about 7:40 it's more or less dark now, and certainly by 8 o'clock it'd be treacherous on this sort of terrain because it's like fields with cattle in where they've, you know, it's really rough in certain bits on the feet. So I'm satisfied where I've got. I would have liked to have pushed on to Carlisle, but there was just no point really because, you know, I'd have done 71 miles. I would have still probably been finishing about now, you know, and you would end up just, you know, having dinner at 10:30 in the evening. It's just ridiculous. So, you know, I've done the hard graft. That's the main thing.
Okay, so we'll get some rest and start for day 2.
Yeah, so we're staying at the, well, I think it's technically called the Minton Travel Tavern or something like that, but I'm sure it was Alan Partridge who stayed at the Linton Travel Tavern. I have to say it's not too dissimilar. So smell my cheese.
It's 7 a.m, it's day 2. We're sitting in the warm car, just warming your muscles up for a minute. But are you ready to go?
More or less. 25 miles to go. Sounds easy, or easy compared to yesterday. The reality is, of course, you know, my muscles have stiffened up overnight. But yeah, hopefully 25 miles. I don't know, it's going to be some point mid-afternoon, I would have thought.
So the 36-hour challenge that you set yourself finishes at 5 p.m. today. So do you think you're going to do it before 5?
Yeah, it should be. Unless I find there's a major issue when I'm out, you know, my ankles or knees are all a bit sore. Nothing I think is going to affect me to that degree, but you just don't know really until you head out.
No, with you it's never say never, because you never know what's going to go on.
Yeah, quite.
Okay, are you raring to go?
Not raring, but I'm ready to go.
Okay, let's get you ready. Good luck today.
Yep, cheers.
Well, Lloyd, you got to mile 74. You left Walton at 7 o'clock this morning, and it is now what time?
10.
It's 10. Okay, so you've made good progress this morning. I missed you in Carlisle because you were going so quick. So we're in a village just outside Carlisle at the moment.
Yep, so we've done an average 5 miles an hour, ran almost all of it. There's a few bits and bits and bobs where you can't, and there's lots of styles that slow you down, but I thought it was pretty good progress. So we've just got about 11 to go now.
So we should be finished in, what, 2-3 hours?
I reckon about 2.5. It depends how much I stop in between, but yeah, 2.5-ish.
We've got a few sections now where I can meet you and check you're okay, but the sun's come out. You've taken your rain/wind jacket off, so
yeah, it's getting warm now.
Good luck with the next bit.
Yeah, thank you.
Have we got another stop in between now and the finish?
I think 77 officially, but yeah.
Okay.
Then it'll be the last little leg in.
We'll do another check at official stop there then.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Here he comes. Yeah! Oh, Lloyd, you finished. You have finished. How are you feeling?
I'm tired.
84 miles and you are at the finishing of the Hadrian's Wall path.
Yeah.
Are you pleased?
Right, yeah, not too, yeah, that's pretty good. I made good progress today. Oh, that was hard,
But great achievement again, just
Yeah.
like the coast to coast.
Yeah, no, that was good. It was good. So I'm not saying too much, I've just really pushed today. You know, in the last mile I really went for it.
Yeah, I could see you chugging along quite quickly on the tracker,
Yeah.
but it was nice and flat, very nice and flat.
Nice and flat, but then there's no excuse not to run, but look at the view.
Yeah, I'll show everybody the view.
That's Scotland over there. And I think in the distance is that Gretna Green or somewhere not far away.
Yeah.
We're already married though, so no need to do a quickie marriage.
No, but well done.
Thank you.
Absolutely proud of you again.
And thank you for everybody that's donated to the charity on Just Giving, really appreciated. It makes it all the more worthwhile.
Well, let's hope that we can do some other fundraising in the future for them.
Yeah. Not for the rest of the year though, I think that's me done for the while. That was good.
Feet not as much of a bad state as the coast to coast?
No, not as bad. I suspect today there's a bit more bashing just because of the tarmac, but nowhere near as bad. I think I'll get puffy ankles, but I think that'll be the limit of it.
Okay. Well, let's have some lunch then. Now you finished.
Yeah. Taking the view.